Danny,
Rob.
it's really quite strange sitting here. I mean, you've come out of a career with banks. You've started with them. Your whole career has been in a large institutional bank, and now you find yourself at this very interesting startup. And there's not too many people that can actually cross the chasm. Maybe it'd be great to just sort of give us your thoughts as to what's the difference, and how you were able to manage that crossover between very large corporate financial institution into this dynamic young fintech.
To be honest, it's not an easy change. But I look at challenges in life like when you go to university. To me, coming to work in our company is like I go to university. Every day I learn. Every meeting I have with our technology partners, internally or externally, or with our clients, I learn, and I get a kick out of that. And the other thing I like about our company is there is no politics, there are no egos. We just get the job done.
No, that's really good. I mean, obviously, coming from financial institution, and because our customers are really, we are helping our customers, being obviously banks and particularly the trade organizations within those banks, it's gives you a lot of, it must be very helpful for you when you're talking to your ex-colleagues ex-colleagues and now customers, and helping them through the journey too, because a lot of our customers are making massive changes due to regulatory change, due to technology change, competitive issues, etc. I mean, you sort of do still sit with one foot in one camp and one foot in the other.
No. I'm 100% in the fintech camp.
Good answer.
100%.
Good answer.
And the reason for that is because I get a kick out of the intellectual challenge that we have in making this industry more connected and operate in a less siloed way. And like I said before, the technology that we have now is a once in a lifetime opportunity to really digitize trade finance. And I think that the banks realize that as well. They like working with us, but sometimes they're stumbling over themselves. Like you said, they're large organizations, they're fragmented, they are slow, they have difficult decision-making processes or lengthy decision-making processes. And we help them, but they see that we provide true value added, and we are unique in the marketplace. Yeah, well, look, as a nearly 60-year-old guy, I'm the unusual fintech startup manager. But I really love working with the young people, because what they bring is really different perspective. They bring energy. They bring different knowledge than we have. And I think what's unique about us, we combine the two very well. We have all experiences in our individual fields, but we work as a team. And I think that's it's a key ingredient of our success, that we make that work and we apply that for the banks.
Well, I guess the final question to you is really around, we're trying to deliver trade as a platform into the banks and connecting with a wider ecosystem in a way that's really enhances the customer journey for the bank, right, to their customers. I mean, our goal is to make our banks as successful as possible, to put them at the epicenter, make them a true fintech themselves, and delivering this and not looking at competitive pressures coming from disruptors, right? We're looking to bring them back into and re-intermediate them into the trade. So I guess a long way of asking a long-winded question is really trade as a platform. I mean, how do you feel about trade as a platform coming out of running a large trade, or several large trade organizations with different siloed applications and all of the problems that were associated with that?
I think it's the future. The banks have to change, and we help them make this change. I remember back my times when I was running the trade finance operations in large banks. The impediments we had to make change, how long it took, how costly it was. 90%, I went to the technology head and asked for a change. The answer was no. If I go to Andy now, 90%, the answer is yes, we can do it, and we can do it this and that way. So it's a total flexibility of the technology we are providing is the unique selling point. We are not selling a product, we are not selling trade finance solutions, we are selling a flexible technology approach to trade finance.
And I guess this will be the final question, I promise. We get down to, and we've said often in the market that we are a technology company. We're focused with our customers on the products that are actually delivered.
Yeah.
And it is really looking at this in a non-siloed way. And we feature ourselves across, 4 key technologies, being cloud, obviously the open APIs, and the DLT, and then of course we see AI emerging. Of all those, which one do you think is really the most important in delivering on the vision over the next 5 years?
Well, I think it's the APIs, because it provides the connectivity that wasn't there before, and it allows also to marry our solution with legacy systems. So there's not large upfront costs that any bank has to occur to benefit from our distributed platform. They can connect to our platform any way they want. Obviously, distributed ledger is important because we run the distributed platform on it. And of course, cloud is important because it enables the connectivity in a different way. And AI will be more important over the next 3 to 5 years. But at the beginning, right now, the APIs are the most important component. Now, Rob, you're not going to get off that lightly. I'm going to ask you also a few questions. What do you see as the biggest challenge that we are facing at the moment in order to deploy our vision?
Well, I don't think there are obviously it's leading edge technology, right? But that still doesn't really present massive challenges. It's just things that have to be managed. I think the challenge for us as a company, we're growing massively. Every day we're adding people. So organizationally, we have to make sure that we grow in such a way that we really respond and meet to the needs of our customers. I'm very focused on how we work with our customers and making sure that we really deliver, and we deliver more than we promise. So the challenge for me is aligning the organization, making sure that the technology that is there is understood, and keeping the customer engaged so that their customers, because ultimately we're only successful if our customers' customers have a fantastic experience, are able to work with their banks and with a much better customer journey than they have today. And if we can deliver that to our customers and their customers are happy, that's fantastic. So the challenge is bringing that together in a layered way with an organization that can truly deliver.
Okay, so with that in mind, how do you see the future? How do you see us operating in 2 years' time and in 5 years' time?
Well, Danny, as you know, the vision that we have is around a distributed platform. So we talk about people coming to the platform. It's not our platform. We're allowing each bank to have their own platform and work within a universal trade network so that they can interoperate between themselves, and their customers being able to be distributed and be able to access the bank based on the requirements of the bank, and we've got some fantastic strategies going forward which will really improve that customer journey. So in 2 years' time, I think we'll be at a stage where we're obviously delivered. Many of the trade finance modules would have been delivered. We'd be into our open account. Well, all the open account orchestrations would be there. The traditional will be there. Distribution. We'll be doing trade loans, and I think we'll be doing all of that within the next 24 months to 36 months with our banks, with significant traction. In 5 years, I really believe that banks have no choice but to look at whether it's our technology or somebody else's technology, but to actually look at trade as a platform business for them, using the DLT to create the provenance of the underlying transaction, making sure that they're meeting the compliance issues that both internally and externally, and actually doing it on a low cost model with a very high return. So in 5 years' time, this will be the norm. Trade as a platform will be the norm, and we want to be at the epicenter of that.
Okay, let's do it then.
Absolutely. Thank you.